Hey y'all, hey! Welcome to my page, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome to the replay. If you don't see a red box right there, that just means you're catching the replay. I've got some popsicle sticks. I hope y'all are well. Come on in, come on in. We're gonna make a crafty craft project. I hope you love it. So when you hop on, say hello. My name is Amy, and I am from A to Z Designs. And I am going to hopefully wow you with a project. So let's begin. So I've got, I think these are 12-inch paint sticks, okay? And these are, let's see, I got these from Amazon, actually, believe it or not. So let me go find y'all. Hi! What up, my friends? Let's get this party started. So we're gonna start off by gluing these together. Well, maybe. I gotta figure this out. So I'm going to go in here into my lovely junk drawer of goodies and determine what color. I'm gonna grab both of them. I'm gonna grab black soot and walnut stain. Okay, y'all see that? Bloop. All right. So let's begin. Clearly there's some wet paint on these sticks because they're all over my hand, y'all. So let us wipe those off. Okay, so I have 12-inch paint sticks. I got these off Amazon. You can find them at your local hardware store. You can even find them at Walmart sometimes. And I painted them with just white chalk paint. So let's count them, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I've got 2 small ones that I cut. Okay, but first, before we do anything, I want to add a little bit of something to this by going in and de-stressing the edges. I'm stressing them out, y'all. We're stressing out the edges before we glue them together. Okay, see that? My lighting looks really off tonight, y'all. I apologize. Not sure. But maybe not. Maybe it's just me. So I'm going to do this on every single one of them before we glue them together. So keyword tonight, y'all, is down below. I always have a pinned, we call it a pinned comment. And it's down there and it kind of just stays there. It's called a pinned comment. And the keyword tonight is craft, because I call these types of projects, and those of you that have been around with me for, what, almost 3 years now, I call these crafty craft projects. Like, we get real crafty up in here. So we pull out all the craft supplies and we just go to town and make something. I mean, we're making fall tonight. This is just going to be fun inspiration for y'all that are club members. We're going to use the club transfer. So the keyword is craft, C-R-A-F-T. All right, and we're going to do it over here on the small ones because they need some love as well and some stress. So let's do that. And then we're going to start gluing. Hi, Jeannie. Hello, friends. I'm sorry I'm neglecting you in the comments. What is up, everybody? Yippee! Hi, Michelle Pryor. I remembered to take off my watch right before I hit the button because I have my adorable sign that my friend Michelle Pryor made me right in front of me. Basically says, do not wear your watch. And I put it right there. So I remembered today, girlfriend, all because of your sign. You gave me a sign. All right. What are y'all up to? Anybody crafting right now? All right, let me get this off. Okay, so here's what I've learned. When you use this on like rougher wood, I know it's really hard to see, y'all, but sometimes it beats these little daubers up. But I'm not gonna throw it away just yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to line these up upside down. And I'm going to do them alternating where the little indentation is. You see that right there? So we're going to do like one up, one down, one up, one down. One up, one down. Just like this. Okay, so let me just make sure. Okay, so then I'm going to take this and line up these. Let me scoot back. Sorry, guys. My bad. Okay. Let me make sure they're straight. Oh, don't you just hate that? Seriously, like, work with me. I guess I just have too much oomph. All right, let's try this again. Okay. There we go. All right. So now we're going to grab our glue gun. And I'm going to take some handy dandy popsicle sticks. And I am going to place them on the back. So this is the back side. I'm pressing in and pressing this down so that it holds it together. And then I'm going to slide it, or I'm going to turn it around, and we're going to do the same thing up here. Okay? Same thing. Press down and push it together so you can keep those little sticks in check. Okay? Together, push down. All right, then we're going to go in and add a few more here and there on the back. Now, for those of you that are like, ooh, that is not attractive, guess what? It's fine. You find another way to do this, okay? This is my Crafty Craft project, and I'm sticking to it. Okay? Hi, y'all. So, do me a favor, y'all. Hit that heart button. Yeah. Join the club, y'all. This transfer is only available through the end of August 2023 that we're going to use. And I'm going to show you a different way to use it. Hi, Bambi. We're making just a super cute little, I don't know, something. See that? I've made this type of surface before, and I just love the distressing in between the boards. Okay, so we're going to do that. I am going to go ahead and glue our pieces here down. And then we're going to start working with the club transfer, and I'm going to show you another way to use it. And hopefully you like it. Hi, Brenda Perry. Okay. So I'm just making sure that these are somewhat straight. So we've almost created like a little panel of fence. There you go, Bambi. That'd be perfect for your wings. Yes, Lynn, the boys are back at school. All right, so I'm going to turn my glue gun off for right now. And we're going to focus on the next step. Okay? So, in the supply list, y'all, I put our chalk suede sheets. We are going to use, so this comes with 12 by 12 sheets. Okay? This is a full sheet. It is very thick. It's very similar to, what do you call it? Cardstock. But it's our chalk suede material. So I think I already have a piece. We're going to put the pumpkin on this. Okay, I think that will work. So I'm going to use this piece right here. Put that over here to the side. And we are going to take our pumpkin, and I am going to lay this on my fuzzing cloth. So right here in my hand is a reusable surface. We've done 1, 2, 3 projects, I think, this month so far. But right here, what I'm doing, this is a reusable transfer, okay? So it is silk screen anywhere that you see through it, okay? You are going to want to fuzz it, all right? But not only are you going to want to fuzz this, when you're using our chalk suede, I recommend that you wax this. Okay, so let me measure this and see. I think we can get away with cutting some of this off. I'm just going to cut this off because I don't want to waste any of this. Y'all, this chalk suede sheets, they seriously go a very long way. Okay, so now I just have this. So I'm going to wax this entire thing. Hi, Beatrice. How are you? Thanks, Juanita. Oh, awesome. Okay. So Dylan he got back from pitching lessons just a little bit ago. So that's exciting. All right. So surface wax is in the supply list. So when you comment the word craft, what you're going to do is go check your messenger. It should pop up. And then it's very free flowing after that. There's buttons you can click, but you're going to click on shop products. And then you're going to click on chalk products, and it's going to take you to the supply list. So the wax, the sheets, the colors that we're using. But then you're going to want to click the button that says join the club. Okay, because a club is a subscription, $21.99 US, $27.99 Canada. Okay. Jackson usually plays outfield. Dylan usually third base. All right, so we've waxed this. We have fuzzed this. I'm going to grab our Dune paste. We're going to use Dune to create that outline, okay? And I just realized I forgot a piece of my craft supply over there on the shelf. Hi, Janet. All right, so here we go. We're going to lay this down right in the middle, okay? And I'm going to press around the area where you see the pumpkin. All right, now, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to be careful because you have lines that can be chalked. You even have the top of this ribbon. So I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to put some placement tape right over that top of that ribbon so that I don't get paste happy and accidentally do that. Okay, same with right here. Hi, Barbara and Pamela. And right there, okay? I know, Jeannie, I just thought about that as I'm putting this down. Hopefully it'll be fine. Okay, so here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our Dune paste. So this is chalk in paste form. And we're gonna spread this all over. Oh my gosh, I almost went on those lines over there. We're gonna spread this all the way over. We're pushing it through the silk screen. Okay, because we want it to end up on our sheet, our chalk suede sheet. Now I'm going back over it and picking up the excess, and we're gonna slide it into the jar, okay? Then I'm gonna lift off the tape, and I'm gonna set the tape aside over here because we're gonna use it again. So I'm gonna lift the tape right now, set that aside, and we're gonna peel this off our sheet. Okay, so you wanna peel from the center, just like so. And look, this is what we have so far. You can't hardly see it, so some of you may be thinking like, why on earth did that woman use that color? You can't see it. Hold on, y'all, okay? Just hold on, I'm gonna show you, okay? So now what we're gonna do is grab our little cleaning mat, okay, just like so. We're going to spray this because we are going to use it again, all right? Then we're gonna take our board eraser and we're gonna clean it off. The board erasers come in a pack of 2. Y'all, you need to get some, okay? Like I've had paste on my table before. Yes, it's washable. And I didn't have like a wipe or something damp around, but I happen to have a damp board eraser, and I just took that board eraser and it cleaned off my desk. So I'm just saying, multiple purposes here, okay? So now what we're gonna do is grab a paper towel. Thanks, Michelle. Now I'm going to dry off all of that excess water because, like I said, we're going to use it again. But not only that, don't leave the water sitting on your transfer. Okay, so now I'm just going to place this right here. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to use it again. We're going to dry this, and then we're going to attempt to, I don't even know, paint it on the chalk slate. And look at the colors I got. Teal and papaya. What do y'all think? Yes? No? Maybe so? Let me grab some paintbrushes. I need some that, let me see. Okay, here's an angled one. I don't know. We're just going to go with that and see what happens. Okay? Hi, Emily. How are you? Hello, hello. Yeah, y'all. Look at the colors. I'm thinking this is going to be cute. So, we want to make sure that this is dry. Okay? All right. Here we go. Y'all ready for this? Because I sure am not. So, I'm going to open up my papaya. And I'm going to open up my teal. All right. Now, I'm going to paint majority of it the teal color. Okay. So what I'm going to do is spray some water in here in my jar lid. Okay. It's just flipped over. And I'm going to use a paintbrush, and I'm going to put a little bit of that paste from the jar and mix it up here in my lid. Okay, you could use one of our little paint trays, perfectly fine. They're called color trays. They're found, they're a 24 pack, and they're found under accessories on our chalk website. So go check those out. They are reusable. But I want to give this a little bit of watered down texture because we are going to paint with this. All right, here we go. So basically what I have done is I have created an outline for me so that I can paint in between the lines. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to take our transfer and we're going to go over it again in a different color. Okay. Now, the more water that you add to your paste, the more watered down it's going to be, right? So you may lose a little bit of the richness of your color because of that. So just be mindful of that. If that happens, all you need to do is add more paste to the lid. Okay? And it will dry quickly, y'all. This is chalk in paste form. So if you were to leave like your jar out like this, like overnight, I don't know if overnight will do it, but it'll start to dry up if you leave the lid off. But the cool thing is about it, if you add distilled water or purified water to your jars, not tap water, it will bring it back to life. So I'm going to get the bottom of this. And then now we have the base of the pumpkin in Couture Teal. That's the actual name of the color. Okay. We're doing a little, what do we call it? Shabby chic fall decor. I don't know. We're just throwing in other color options for y'all. Okay, so there's our pumpkin. And you're like, ooh, no, that looks terrible. Hi, Daylene. Hey, Kelly. All right, so we want to make sure that this is dry. All right, now I'm going to dry this with my dryer because I may want to go back and add another layer to this or another coat just to see. The teal is your favorite, Colleen. It is a pretty color for sure. So let me dry this. And then, once it's dry, I'm going to take a look at it and see if I want to add another layer. So see what it does. It's kind of lightened it up a little bit. All right, it kind of gave it some marks, some streaks. So I'm going to grab a little bit more of the paste. And I'm going to see what we can come up with. Yes. That is what I need. I need another coat. So let's just do this really quickly. Have y'all seen any other color pumpkins this season in the stores? I've only been, I don't get out much, y'all, but I did go to Hobby Lobby that one day. I got some inspiration there. Somebody told me the other day that blue pumpkins are in. Y'all seen blue? I mean, you could do whatever color, but you do you, right? Okay, much better. That looks better. Hi, Mary. Thank you, thank you. Craft is the key word. Make sure you hit the heart button, y'all. Sprinkle out this video. It helps us a ton. We so appreciate it. And if you are not in our free VIP group, we have a lot of fun in there. Everybody posts their projects. We have a ribbon bundle sale right now going on. Just type in the word, or type in the letters VIP all together. Okay? Really, Kelly? Huh. We need a purple pumpkin. Navy pumpkins? Okay. That could seem teal, but not blue. All right, so now we got to figure out what to do next. Oh boy. So we have the stem. And we might need this again. I don't know. But what I want to do now, y'all, and you may think I'm crazy, so I'm going to grab my lid of papaya here. And I'm going to grab a little bit of that. And we're going to put some streaks of papaya on our pumpkin. Okay? Don't judge me. Just try it. All right, here we go. Let me just clean up my mess. Okay, ready? Is that dry? No, I just sprayed water on it. Very smart. Very smart. Yes, eucalyptus would look pretty. Okay, hold on, y'all. So the Fine Mist sprayer is a sprayer. It'll get everywhere. Okay, so let's grab a little bit of papaya. And I'm just going to go in and just add a little bit of something. Okay? And kind of just, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. Just don't mind me. I don't really like it being that dark, that thick. But I thought what we could do, I don't know. Is add something to it. Okay? So let me just go over it just a little bit. And then we're going to figure out what to do for the stem. Y'all have any suggestions? For the stem. All right, so we don't want to do it black. What if we do camel? Okay, well, I'm stopping right there. Stop. Wait a minute. Okay, let me see if I can get this to paint. So this is a very, 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 very small area. Okay. So let's see how well I can do it. I did it on the one behind me. Now, notice I'm not watering down this. I forgot. But so far, it's working. But I recommend watering it down. And we're just going to take it all the way up this stem. Over here to the little, what do you guys call it? The pumpkin leaves. I forgot. Y'all told me what it was. I don't know. All right, I'm concentrating. Sorry, y'all. Okay, let's come over here and do the same thing. Go down the line. Okay, now we're gonna make sure that this is dry. Once it's dry, what do we need to apply to it before we put the transfer down again? Anybody, anybody, anybody? Where did my dryer go? There it is. All right, so we are gonna cut this out. I'm gonna grab my little scissors. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about the spot that got on the corner here because we are gonna cut it out, like I said. Okay, so it's good. We need to apply wax. You're absolutely correct. Because we're going to put that transfer down one more time, right? Okay, so I want to wax all over it. And grab the black chalk paste. Grab our transfer again. Everything's falling. The sky's falling, y'all. And then we're going to fuzz it because whenever you clean it after you've used it, you remove all of the lint that you originally put on it. Okay? All right, so it's fuzzed. Now, we're going to lay this down. We're going to line it up. Okay, and we're going to do our very, very best to match it up. Just like so. Okay, we're gonna press down. Then we're gonna grab a small squeegee, mini squeegee, grab our black chalk paste, and we're going to, I should have put the tape down, but I'm gonna like focus really hard so that I don't squeegee over the top of this ribbon right here. I know we're going to cut it out of the sheet, but in case I wanted to leave some extra along the edge, the extra is going to run into that ribbon, the top of this ribbon on the transfer. So just be careful. All right, put this up, close this. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my goodness. Woo! Check it out. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to clean it. All right. And then cut it out. So let me turn my glue gun on again. Let's clean this. And away we go. All right, Cheryl King wants to know, if you're doing the black, why the light in the first place? You're talking about the dune? I use the dune so that it's like my outline so I know where to paint. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so the board eraser removes all the paste. Okay, and makes a big old mess. Not really, but. Okay, so let me just clean off some of this excess water before we flip it over. We're going to flip it to where it's sticky side facing up. Go in, clean the back of the transfer. Just like that. Okay? And dry this off. Hopefully that made sense, Cheryl. I don't want to eyeball my painting. And I also don't want, and I'll show you here in a second, I don't want a lot of the paste that I painted with. Like, I don't want it outside the lines. Like right here, I went outside that line. Very, very, very little, right? But if I did not have that dune color to kind of keep me whole and know what I'm doing, I would have had paste all over that. All right, so now I'm going to line up the edges, line up the corners, and boom, we're going to use this again. Okay, so let's check and see if this is dry before we, cut it out. And I'm going to do my very best to cut around it. There's going to be some extra, like around the stem area. Okay, here we go. Hi, Autumn. When you go over the teal with black, is the stencil off C? What are you talking about, Janet? All right, here we go. So I'm going to leave a very small amount of chalk suede sheet around the pumpkin and around the stem leafy area. And if y'all told me what it's called, I missed it, I apologize. So let me just go over here and do my thing, and then we'll do the next step of our project. But I want to just show you something else. This is project number 4, y'all, for this month with the pumpkin. I'm pretty darn proud of myself. I haven't done 4 club projects in a while. All right, cut it out. Doesn't have to be perfect. Do your best. But I do find that smaller scissors help me a lot when I'm trying to cut this stuff out, because I'm not really cutting on a straight line. Okay, so there is our little pumpkin. See? Woohoo! Thanks. Stem leafy area. All right, so next we have our little, I don't know, fence panel. I don't know what you want to call it. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is adorable. Okay. I have ribbon. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to take my walnut stain vines, yes, and I'm gonna just add a little bit of this around the edges to make it look like it's been ran over. Not really. We need to stress it out too. Okay, to take some of that white away, and I'm actually going to go in on the white area because I am not about to cut out this blank white space, even attempt to try that. You probably can't, oh, you might be able to see it. It's a little discolored-ish, okay? All right, so here's what I grabbed for y'all. Now, I am going to grab my bow maker. It is easier for me. I'm going to grab a piece of twine, just like so. And we're gonna slide this right here in the center. Okay. Now, let me tell you the size of this. Maybe. I had a ruler. I once had a ruler, and I'm gonna find it in the next couple of days. Oh, there it is. It's with the paste. So the width of this is about 6.5 inches, okay? So I'm gonna start cutting my ribbon 6.5 inches. And then we can cut down from there. And I don't know about y'all, but I think we need to do a messy bow with some raffia. Okay. So let's put that there. Let's grab some natural color. Here, this is going to be easier, I think. Cut it like so. Okay. Hi, Deb. I know, Michelle. Don't you think so? I'm digging it, girlfriend. Like, this was such a last-minute project. Y'all have no idea. I had other plans, and then I was like, nope. Back it up. And then I've got some of this, like, papaya color ribbon. We're going to use it. And I've got some teal. We're going to bring that color in. And then, let's see. I don't know. What else? What is today? Today is August 16th. 2 more days, y'all. 2 more days. 2 more days until big things happen. All right, so I've got teal 22222. Okay, then I also grabbed this off of my ribbon wall. This is just a piece of stitched black and white. Thought we could incorporate this a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But I grabbed it, and I'm going to grab this, and we're going to start by adding. So our pumpkin is majority teal. So we're going to put maybe the teal in the background, or the teal in the back. Okay. Grab the raffia. You belong over there. And then kind of just fold this up in half. Kind of like this. Stick it in there. Okay. Then we're going to do the buffalo plaid black and white. I'm going to grab a couple more pieces. Fold in half. Just like that. Then we're going to do this color. A couple more pieces. Thanks, Autumn. Thank you so much, y'all. The shirt that I'm wearing is on the Amy2ZachDesigns.com website. It's the number 2, Amy2. Let's do this one and this one. And then add a little bit more. What do y'all say? Can never have too much raffia, right? All right. Just like that. Then we're going to take our twine here. And we're going to tie a knot. Okay? And while we tie it, we are going to maybe push down at the same time and then lift. Okay, so now what I want to do is make sure that this stays intact to where the teal is in the back for the most part before I really do a cowabunga pull, okay? Just like so, darn it, every time. Like, I need to find thicker twine. Darn it. I need thicker twine in my life. If somebody sees it, can you send me a picture? All right, let's see. What did we have here? We had this one. Just too strong for it, y'all. Let's try this again. well, I guess we can incorporate the twine into the project now. What do you say? Well, why not? Let's just add a little bit more because we can. Now, here's my trick since I did not put this back into the bow maker. It is going to, I think we're okay. All right, let's try this again. Let me try the ribbon. Maybe I just need to switch to ribbon. And so help me, if I break this, I'm done. Okay, here we go. Ready? So far, so good. All right, so we're just gonna make sure that this is all facing out and that it's centered. Okay, and I'm gonna do one more loop-de-loop, one more tie. Let's just hope. Okay. Holy moly! What do y'all think? Have y'all ever done that? Use a zip tie. You know, I have them, but they drive me nuts. The zip ties make me angry. I don't like the way they have that big bulky section that you put through, like the other end through. I don't know. I'm weird like that. But yes, you're right. I absolutely should. Okay, so now I'm just going to fan these out. And then we're going to glue them. The cool thing is, y'all, because I use the ribbon, this is not like super, super tight. And I am able to pull the pieces, maybe that are not in the middle, away. Or pull them to where they are. Okay. All right. Good enough. All right, let me cut some of these back just a tad. Just a little bit. Not sure what happened on that one. Okay. Whatever. All right, y'all ready? So let's get to gluing. Spread out. Ooh, it's so cute, y'all. Look. Okay. Pipe cleaners, Bambi. That's a great idea. Okay, so before I glue this down, like I mentioned, I forgot my little riser thing. Okay, so I grabbed my Scrabble tiles. I'm just going to use one of these because I don't have... Just kidding. I do have my tumbling tower blocks. We're going to use this to elevate our pumpkin. Just like that. Now, yeah. But before we do that and glue it down, I'm going to do something. I'm going to punch a hole in the pumpkin. Do y'all see that? It's hard to see. There you go. Okay, we're not doing the Scrabble tiles. Okay? We have lots of things happening right here, so hopefully y'all can stay caught up. Follow along. All right, let me see. So I'm going to need... Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we're going to try to put some raffia through this. Okay, so I'm going to double this up. And then I'm going to double it up again. And I'm going to take the side that is folded. And I'm going to go down towards the back. And then I'm going to come up through the other side. I really don't know what I'm doing. This may just look terrible, but we're trying something new. Okay. So the key here is so that your raffia does not come through the other hole because you're pulling on it too much. Okay. All right, so see what I did? Okay. It is what it is. All right, so I'm gonna try and tie this to make it a little chaotic. All right, then I'm gonna cut it, those little loops that we have, and see what happens. Okay, so we've got a little bit of raffia going here, just to kind of stick out to the side. Then I'm gonna take some twine. Y'all having fun yet? And see if I can tie an itty bitty bow. We're just experimenting tonight, y'all. Okay, I need a little bit more material to do that one. So let's do this. And as always, I like to pull it and then tighten it. Pull it and tighten it. Pull it and tighten it. Pull it and tighten it. Just keep going back and forth until you have the size that you want. Just like so. Guess what? I don't like that. All right, so we're gonna stick these extra pieces through here. I don't know, y'all. Just go with it. I know what I need to do. All right, so you have 2 tails on each side. Why did I cut the holes again? Just to show you that you could. All right, there we go. So now, I don't know, you can tie it, you can still glue it. Just do whatever you want. Alrighty. So now we have a cute little bow for our, oh yeah, okay, here we go. We're back in action. All right, so let's glue this down, make sure that it's centered. I'm gonna press and hold so that it's in its place, okay? All right, so that's what we have so far. Then we have our bow. That is cute. Hold on. I had buttons somewhere. Y'all see black buttons? Okay, so let's glue this down right up here at the top. Oh, this is so cute. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, here they are. So I've got a whole bunch of these. So what I was thinking about doing is using buttons instead of beads tonight on the bottom of that one is too big. That one is too small. Oh, what do y'all think? Y'all see that? Buttons or no buttons? Buttons or no buttons? 4 across the bottom. What do y'all think? Hit the heart button. Yes, I have curly wire somewhere. Thanks, Kathy Murphy. Buttons or no buttons? We could even put them up here so that they match. So it's not just the bottom. Okay. All right. I am listening. I am a listener. Ask my husband. All right, so first I'm going to start by putting him on the outside, okay? And then we're going to work our way to the center. Okay, that is the wrong size. That is the wrong size. Have I used all of the big buttons? No. All right, there's one. And I need the buttons that are on the island outside in my kitchen. All right, so there is 4 buttons on the bottom, okay? Now we're gonna do the same thing at the top, trying to line them up the best that we can, y'all. Y'all like my crafty craft project? I know it's been a long one, but sometimes you just gotta enjoy the moment, right? Like, this is relaxing to me. Coming on here and doing the things with y'all. All right, one more big one. Come out wherever you are. So this whole button set right here, I got off of Amazon, y'all. Here it is. Ta-da! There we go. Now, what shall we do for a hanger? We're just going to take this and I'm going to cut a popsicle stick like that. And I'm going to take some glue here and some glue here. And I'm going to lay this string right there and place this over it like so. And then I'm going to lay this over it and hold it in place. And then y'all, we're done. Let me scoot up so that y'all can see it. Up close and personal. This is a lot of work right here. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? I'm in love. These are too long. There we go. Look. Club transfer, y'all. Go make your pumpkins. I love it. Thanks so much for hanging out, y'all. This was so much fun. I love the colors. I love the pumpkin. Super fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. Y'all have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was a long crafty craft project, but y'all have a good night. We'll see you later. Bye.